Mày y cái này cái tụp à? Bánh bông bẹt. Tao mà mẹ mà nụ ai? Ai mà ya mẹ yang birthday Christmas. Hatu si mẹ ông cũng nữa. Mày nhớ thọ mà mẹ bị maya. Sao? Bạn trẻ maya mẹ là mày. Maya lấy thì cũng ăn nghe sao?
Kikubor Advocacy TV. Ka East West Group of Institution Bangalore, ka khot admission nakamta ka nursing but paramedical course, ka bala ithu da ka Indian Nursing Council, ka by admission ka badunatam, but 6% ka jinyokam. Pila ru ban apply da ka education loan.
Myntri ke Sorkar Jela bakmi Tnat Pule Putih ba lakmen rambui. Ulapa dak jingtho se Myntri ke Sorkar Pdeng. Ubakmi Tnat Pule Putih halor ke jingkentu ban Pynrung. Yaktin Khasi Garo hak Central Board of School Education Scheme of Language dak ba penpa wikna school hak Jela Mekhalaya kin dunong namar jingpentrikam jaga board yak 3 language policy naduk samo ju sem arja penreu arja penyau. Hak jingkran miklat thai kubor hak arport rik yayong arja penreu uba rembui laong badang sen ga Cbse la penbena balai telik iktien ketagum ka R1 R2 but R3 hak scheme of languages jangka Cbse yak ba amsem la Pynrung yak tin Khasi Garo nomor ba amsem la kan thop haki south telik jak tien jang Cbse.
See, the intention of the government is always to see that whatever the legacy issue which are pending, it is for us, we have the will to streamline and we have the will to implement it. And whatever notification which the government have issued, whatever guideline which the government have issued recently regarding the pension scheme for the non-government and deficit teacher is being approved by the finance department and also approved by the cabinet. So these are the notification which the government have taken. And this notification, as I said, it is a long pending issue. I'm very happy, very thankful to the Honorable Cabinet that we have taken this decision. And this is, so to say, one of the initiative which we tried to streamline the legacy issue regarding the problem faced by the government. So I don't know what is the issue which the teachers or the stakeholder are opposed. We have to see that, and whatever we do is within the legal parameter. So that's all. I can not comment more than that. I have the record with me, but as I said, that the government recently, because as I said, this is a legacy issue, a long pending issue. It's not the issue of yesterday or last year or 2 years back. This is a long pending issue, and we have already appointed the lead bank to manage this scheme, which is SBI. And then we have instruct also the different stakeholder to have their PRAN, permanent retired account number, a personal, I don't know the full form, I remember PRAN. So they have done that, and it is our duty to streamline the thing. So if there is an issue while implementing, so we'll see. Then they have to appoint faculty. So it's open. It's also an employment avenue for the youth of the team. More importantly, we are able to propagate. We are able to strengthen the language, and with this, we may able to convince the central government that please, as decided as per resolution of the please include Khasi and Garo also in the 8th schedule. So before reaching to that, because that is not, this scheme of language is not related to 8th schedule, it is differences. So this is the issue which I have discussed, and I'm very positive that I will be able to convince the central government and the Cbse that in due course of time, the Khasi and Garo will be taught in the Cbse affiliated board. See, it is mandated since before that the fund be deposit with there should be a central provident fund, but who will manage this fund? So, so since there is no clear mandate, so the education department in the last cabinet meeting in April, if I remember correctly, we have decided, the cabinet, honorable cabinet have decided that to implement this scheme. So as I said, that is a long pending issue which successive government could not take, but this government could take. Yes, if there is any deficiency, we'll see in days to come. You see, there are some money of the which already deposited by the stakeholder, which is lying with the Central Providence Fund. So this fund have been transferred to the State Bank of India. I didn't have the number with me, but I have said that the aim of the government is to streamline. The aim of the government is that to whatever legacy issue that which is there, we'll try to resolve one by one, and we are trying to do that. As I said, this is one of the issue. So while taking the decision, some may be happy and some may be not happy, but we as the government, we have to listen to everybody, and we will see that. Inclusion on the 8th schedule. It is the inclusion of the Khasi and Garo language in the scheme of language of the Cbse. As you know, in Meghalaya, we have the Cbse board, we have the Meghalaya Board of School Education, and we have ICSE or ISC as the case may be. So these board are there which conduct which different schools are affiliated to this board. So the majority of the schools are affiliated to the MBOS, and as I said, they are also affiliated to ICSE board or the ISC as the case may be, and also the Cbse. And recently, the Cbse have mandated that the 3 language policy, R1, R2, and R3. And in the scheme of language of the Cbse, that Garo and Khasi is not there. So now, as of today, it is that the Khasi and Garo is taught till, even Cbse also is offered till class 8, because it's mandated by the RTE, by the policy that till elementary school, the mother tongue should also be taught. So now, with the new policy of the government, in line with national education policy, the Cbse have make it mandated that from 2026-27, that the 3 language policy have been introduced. So in that scheme of things, that we have to take English, Hindi, and what other we will take? Sanskrit, or because we have to take an Indian language, or Assamese, or Manipuri. So the student of Meghalaya, it will be difficult for them to cope, because that Khasi and Garo is not in the scheme of language, in that 44 language which they could take from the Cbse. So recognize this fact that the problem is there. As you know, now there are 9 private institutions which offer Cbse school, Cbse course in the state of Meghalaya. And number 2, there are JNV, there are Navdelaya. So, and more importantly, we have already started 2 EMRS schools, one in Pahang, one in Samanda. And there are 36 EMRS schools which are in the pipeline, which will be functioning next year or in the due course of time. So more than 2,000 students every year will appear in the Cbse exam. So, but the problem is what they will take in this, the language. Because it's mandated now that both R1, R2, and R3 exam will be conducted, and that will only be, because they will start in 2026-27 from class 6. That means when they appear class 10 in 2031, they have to appear in those 3 languages. So there will be a problem for the student of Meghalaya who are studying in this Cbse affiliated school like JNV, KV and other private institutions. So the moment the notification from the Cbse, so I took time. In fact, I want to meet the Union Minister, but on that day when I went, since there is a discussion and voting on the Women Reservation Amendment Bill, so I couldn't meet, but I have met the chairman of Cbse, explained to him that that if Garo and Khasi language is not there in the scheme of language of Cbse, the student of Meghalaya will find it first. More importantly, because on the 16th of this month, we have already taken a decision that Garo and Khasi is also official language. So I have written to the Honorable Minister, and I have met the Cbse board chairman, and then I will continue. But I hope that in time to come, that the government of India, the NCRT, and could prepare the textbook, and the Cbse also could introduce Khasi and Jain. Because as of now, if there is no material, I thought why not use the embossed expertise in this, at least in Garo and Khasi language, at least for the student, so that this student will not benefit. So this is a very, very important issue, because as of before it is not mandated for the three language. Now it is mandated. So our student will be at a very disadvantage. Those are studying in class. And more importantly, if Garo and Khasi are offered in these schools, in this skill school, it will open also an employment opportunity in different schools. And if 50 students also is there, it is the duty of the government. It's my responsibility to see that our student and the Meghalaya students should not be at disadvantage. So as of now, we have many JNV, we have many Kendra Vidyalaya, and we have the private institution also who are running Cbse, affiliated to the Cbse. So I didn't want the student to be at a disadvantage. Our duty is to see that the student of Meghalaya will be at the advantage to compete with the others also. That's why the need to include the Khasi and Garo in the scheme of language of Cbse.
We have ensured that no construction will be allowed, and hence, even though environmentally the laws are allowing it, the tourism department has taken a firm stand and put it in the agreement that no construction will be allowed in that particular island.
Lakot ika shnong nongi kwayo sngo bahana ka shnong the lakot kalayat tikila pen sngo hina shnong iki mat jongki ki if they keep apprehensions jongki ruki don hi convey bet yaki ka stand jong ka tourism department manginam don ka construction
te kumalong menta kani ka project kum kilai perkhat kum kilai plan kade ki ka ban penmi ki kam ki jam jong ki breu jong hi ki bon bha ki jing bha ki bala ban wan kane kawai ka project bi ki don mentang ne pb ru kayat bet ka tulun bet ka kam ki bon ki local pila ban pet yang to kan ungut ki bai yo kam to bon ki local hi.
Government has made it clear in the agreement that no structure is going to be allowed in the island.
Kano ka commercial unit ka bawan hang ni ha ka jalla kadon kata kendon ka 90% of non-managerial posts kan let shaki locals, 50% managerial posts ru kan let shaki local. Other than that, ka shulang tang kata, let us work together and let us promote our state for good things to come in the future for our youths and all other categories.
Namarba ka ka bapi amnot ngiru hang ni Shuaban take up yung ganun project. Hindi ban shoot ho bakla. Habang yung warra yaki investment. Habang yung warra yaki bakum kinigi project. Net yung nga opi kabakaduk kajing mantoy. Kanlong yung ngiki konsama.
So I hope with this small clarification that the concerns of the citizens will be addressed. Thank you very much.